we're having a look at songs you loved as an emo kid. Don't lie, you love them. I can see the remains of your eyeliner. This compilation is from friend of the show, Younger Days. Yes, this is the defining emo song for this song, but I'm surprised this is called emo. I guess it is. I do really love that song though. I had a long period of being into this music. I was wearing like a studded belt. I actually remember leaning on my dad's car with my studded belt and just making deep scratches in the finish of the car. Very embarrassing. My dad was not actually that upset, which was weird, but he's not really a car guy. I feel like a fake emo fan. I haven't heard this song. That is the type of emo voice I have trouble with. This very like inside the nose singing. Listen to that. I need some baby. Nothing lasts forever. I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. Simple Plan always had the best production. Like, it's probably some of the best produced music out there, especially rock music. Everything's so clean, and the drums always sound amazing. The guitars always sit well. The vocals are like crisp and forward. Always sounded really good. But I think there's always a dark side to having good production. I think people think you're lamer when you have really well-sounding music compared to something that sounds like it's made in a garage. However, I do think that Jeff Stinko, who is the guitarist of Simple Plan, by the way, should have been the lead singer, as he had a more unique and flawless tone to his voice in comparison to the actual singer of the band. And Jeff used to be a singer in the 90s, and it's kind of sad that he is no longer a singer anymore because he doesn't even belong in Simple Plan anyways. He was so great. Poor guy. Make Jeff Stinko a singer again. Gotta love it. He's a beautiful, beautiful man, and I love him so much. By the way, welcome back to another daily video. My name is Joel from Rumi Official, and yes, I had an emo period. I had a crush on a girl that was emo in my high school, so I started dressing like her, and she didn't care about me. Anyway, let's continue the video. Ooh. Cringy memories, guys. Cringy memories. That sounds great too. I'm honestly not super familiar with a lot of these songs. Maybe I wasn't as emo as I thought. I was a poser, guys. I know it now. This is crazy good. Hayley Williams has such a freaking voice. That is a high E flat. You don't really hear that. It sounds so effortless. I used to know you so well. I just wanna break you down so badly. We got Taking Back Sunday with Make Dang Sure, because we're monetized here, guys. Yes. Okay, I was really into this. Oh yeah, Tokyo Hotel. The main singer has that typical douchebag voice. There were so many singers like that when it came to radio rock and emo. It's the people who try to sound really cool. They are the first band on this list though to sound like that, but just listen to it. We were in love, things were better than they are. Better than we are. It's like they want to sound annoying, but it also works in the music. I know Dave likes this. My friend Dave from Boy in a Band, that is, if you're not familiar. He has a little bit of a heavier music taste than me. I'm obviously very pop and kind of pop emo. He is more metal / some emo-ish stuff. Oh, that's not a good sofa. You should buy a new sofa. That's not how a sofa should work, man. Reminds me of that one episode of Always Sunny where Danny DeVito hides in the sofa. It's so good. Thank you! Oh, great. Now you... This sounds so much like The Offspring as well. I wouldn't say Avril is emo, but okay. I'm gonna let it slide for now. Look at these people. There's no eyeliner in the audience. This is not emo. This is, I'm not like the other girls' music. I like Avril, but come on. Emo? I have never heard this. Let me know in the comments if you've heard all of these songs, or if some of them are like, eh. Got a love
like, whoa.
Oh yeah. This is definitely the middle part between emo and pop. The Ready Set. Very fun band though. I remember being upset when some of the emo bands started doing stuff with more electronic drums and stuff. For example, the Scene, the Fall Out Boy song, where they started having some electronic drums in some of the singles, and that bothered me. This ain't a Scene, it's an arms race, right? They probably experimented with electronic stuff earlier, but this was when I was like, this isn't band. This is more interesting than just doing band music to me, because they were experimenting with new sounds and making a new type of rock music. But at the time I was like, how come they're not using real drums here? That's so bad. So good. Yes. Again, kind of poppy, but yes. Kind of the same type of singing I was talking about with the main. For some reason, I find it a little bit more palatable with Blink-182, but it's definitely like, hey, I want to sound as douchey as possible. Voice inside my... Yes. Many awesome music videos by Bring Me the Horizon. Oh wow, hearing those two songs after each other, there's so little bass in Mr. Brightside. Do you guys notice that? The Bring Me the Horizon song is freaking fat, like it's so in the bass registry, and then you go to just nothing. It's just mid-range. Idol here. I would not connect him too much to emo culture. He does have the hair though. I'm gonna give him that. Wow, what a conflicted man. He hates everything about her, but he also loves her. That's so deep.
That's exactly where you like me. I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Play for love in a lifetime.
Not the Panic song I would choose, but sure.
What is going on?
This guy sounds exactly like Brandon too. What? That's funny.
Honestly, that never happened. Lying is your favorite passion.
That is crazy. That just sounded like another Panic song to me.
Tell me this time, she said, this doesn't hurt. She said, I'm finally hurting.
Wow, that sounded high. That's a high D. MCR. Still just the epitome of emo to me.
With my own life, I tear my heart open. I sew myself shut.
Another person to just over enunciate. Open!
I sew myself shut. I could find you now. Things would get better.
He kind of looks like Jeff Stinko with hair, by the way. Ah, so good. The mix of those clean vocals and that rap is amazing because it's so melodic and emotional at the same time. It's cool with the rapping. I think that's just incredible songwriting in this song. This song was so big. Offie. I don't even remember their name, but like maybe they're not even called Offie. Maybe it's AFI or something. I don't know. Ah, sick voice. So what part of Paramore's discography is considered emo? I feel like it's mainly the first album, the Mystery Business album. They did get poppier, but it was mainly that the production value got better. Okay, so we had All We Know Is Falling, that was probably considered emo, and definitely Riot. But yeah, then we had Brand New Eyes, which I would say is the transition into being maybe a little bit better produced and more mainstream. I love all the songs in this stuff. Turn It Off, super freaking belting. She's amazing.
When you're gone,
More Avril. This feels so out of place here. She does have the eyeliner though.
Become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired. I'm in with the haven't people
Here we go.
unheard of.
Eyeliner Brendan. I mean, this is... it's almost like a pastiche. I love Brendan. This is a funny era. I love both band Panic! At the Disco and new Panic! At the Disco. It's all amazing. His voice has definitely gotten a lot better. I love that he has had a career where he's been able to grow from the voice he had here to what he has now, because the range and the control and everything is just so much better. Even the power has gotten better.
I got your picture, I'm coming with
I am.
Tia Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle that I'm about. She touches like this when you touch her eye.
This was also part of the movement, at least for me, where there started to be more electronic drums and emo music. And yes, I was a drummer at the time as well, so I was a little bit like, what are you guys doing? But it is very catchy. You also have a very obnoxious pronunciation of Shake It.
Shake, 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 shake.
Shake, 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 shake it! That was a lot of medication in there. That is about as many prescription drugs that I have on a normal Monday before I film the video to cope with the pain. Hashtag emo. Emo is a little bit more of a defined culture than it was. I think there was a bunch of different people thinking that different things were part of the culture. I'm sure there's a lot of emos out there that only listen to Avril Lavigne and Jeff Stinko before he was in Simple Plan. And that is okay. However, I despise you. It wasn't like it is now where the internet kind of polices everything and what is rock, what is pop, what is hyper pop, you know? It was much harder to define it back then, and it's still hard to define things now. But yes, this was a really fun throwback to a lot of music I used to really love and still love. Click here for more music commentary videos, click here for music best videos, and I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go flatten my hair and then put hairspray on it for 20 minutes while obsessing over it being exactly right. No hair shall be untouched. I'll see you tomorrow.